Hey y'all, this is darkoj with another post-game commentary video. It's been some time since I've released any of these, and though it has indeed been a few months, I haven't actually reconfigured my mic setup, and so you'll still notice some disturbances, and for that I apologize. But after completing this match last night, I was so pleased with it, both in the gameplay itself as well as just the overall tension and quality of the match and how it unfolded. It just felt like the right one to share. It was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision. I hadn't been planning on making any more of these, but once the match was over, I couldn't help myself. So here it is, the following day. It's on reset. Was going to hop on and play a little in PvP, but decided this is the right way to go. This is Iron Banner 6v6 Control. Lord Saladin brought it to the tower last week, and this was Monday night's gameplay, one of the last matches that I played. It had been a tense match, or excuse me, a tense evening. I was going up against plenty of 4, 5, and 6 stacks, and while I was solo queuing myself, I found the opposition stiff. So after seeing that we're flying into Radiant Cliffs here, I knew it was one of the last matches I was going to be playing for the evening. I made a quick check of the rosters to see who's who. I see that there's a 4 stack, and more often than not, I am not paired with them. So I make a quick adjustment. I switch from the Criminal's Dagger, put on the Mida, change the gauntlets to provide me with a bit more handling on my energy weapon. That's Hero's Burden, you'll see. I also have a recoil mod for it, as well as double throwing knife mods and a recovery mod, giving me a stat distribution of 6, 4, 4. I'm running top tree gunslinger with incendiary grenades and the Ophidian chest piece for the double throwing knife charges. I toss a grenade off that wall, bouncing onto them. I inflict some damage, and I see him pop his rift. I'm expecting either direction. He comes out on this side. We got a lot of teammates. Before he was dead, I tossed the throwing knife, either to secure the kill or minimize his recovery times, though it was a wasted effort as he was already dead before the knife hit the wall. So this grenade goes right past me. I'm able to avoid it for the most part, but I think I might have backput it. Nevertheless, that's a situation that I didn't feel too confident in. I reposition. I see my buddy getting a little pressure over here. I decide to help him out. He gets cleaned up real easily. He only had a sliver of health. There's one to the right, so Mida comes out. Whodat over there has some really nice crouch strafes. He gets out of dodge, and in the meantime, 3 more coalesce on us. We were not enough to be able to withstand them, so they put us down pretty easily. Again, I hop on here. I want to see who the opposition is, who the team is, and whether I'm paired up with them. On occasion, yes, I will be with the team, and on occasion, even when playing with a team, we still just go in and get some stiff guardians. Whodat up there has a great loadout. He's running inaugural dress. He's got kill clip. He's also got crimson, so he's got himself some regen as a top tree arc strider, which I presume what he's running. He's also got some health regen on that aspect. He's able to get the kill there, even though I was staying to the left of the incendiary grenade. So I've got some presence in Oculus, put a little damage, didn't want to continue on, so I throw the throwing knife. Again, just maintain the DPS, even if it's not enough to secure the kill. It helps me, it helps our team be able to clean them up at a later part. So we've controlled B, we've got A captured. I'm trying to maintain a line of sight right here to see who's spawning, just to keep them from coming this direction, but we've already got some activity on A. Someone dropped a power brick, I strafe out, I see 2, toss the incendiary, but their arc bolts are too much for me. It's also too much for our buddy as well, as they clean him up with that also. They slide in, looks like they might be trying to grab power. Power's popping off on this wall right here, and as I pull it, I get a little sloppy. I strafe right out, I've got no cover, he's got a grenade launcher, and if it was a more aggressive grenade launcher, it could have easily killed me. But it didn't. I stay alive. One strafes out of the back alleyway. We've got a lot of blue, so I'm going to let them do the work. I come back to B to maintain pressure right here. I see something happen on Oculus. I got the fusion rifle in hand. I take out this unsuspecting Titan. He drops a power brick, and typically I would want to leave that for a teammate. I already had plenty of rounds myself, but with the encroaching red and few teammates around, I decided it best to go ahead and take it myself. So they double strafe on me. I hop out of there, and I'm also quick to get out of that corner, as any incoming grenade would have cleaned me up. What I was not anticipating was Whodat to slide out so swiftly and have such precise aim and clean me up before I had an opportunity to regen. So here I am spawning. Right now the score is at about 15 over. I feel good about that, but I realize that this team is going to be putting on maximal pressure. I come across this Titan here, and though he may be AFK, I don't feel guilty about engaging them. Oftentimes I'll leave them to stand on their own for them just to come back to life and attack me without them knowing it. So put the damage on, I get smart, decide not to chase him into the red, even though he was a sliver of health and I could have killed him. I probably would have got killed myself. I re-engage him right here. I've got some activity in Oculus. Our buddy takes him out, and on B they're recapping. I want to push him, but I see the red and I hear the arc staff. I get sloppy. I think I can do the work. I think I got a warlock to my right to help me team shot. I do not. Hero's burden with the arc isn't enough to do it, and neither is the throwing knife. He gets himself a kill, and I think he gets a couple more before he fizzles out. I spawn over here in the back alley. I'm paying attention to the score. I see it's still about even, but because of that, although we're still in the lead, it means that they're applying equal pressure that we are. So I pull out the Mida. I'm trying to get away from this Arc Strider. Because he's Arc Striding, he doesn't have the opportunity to shoot me. I reposition. I see a buddy on the opposite end of A Hall, and I think that we might be able to get some double action on him. Unfortunately, my grenade whiffs. I don't tag him. One of his buddies ends up spawning to the left of me, and though my super just popped, I'm not feeling confident pulling out. He cleans me up really quickly. And they also have zone control on all 3 points, meaning every kill they get, they're going to be netting 3 of them. I'm not feeling good about this. I make the quick play over to C. At least we can have 1 control zone and make a difference for every kill that we start making. I end up getting tagged straight into the opening of Oculus. I go ahead and start pre-firing as I strafe out, although my aim is a little off. I don't end up seeing them. We cap C easy enough. I'm moving with a buddy. We're crossing Oculus. Hop over here, and I'm expecting to see some activity. The entrance of that back hall, but he's behind the column. We get him. We move together, we're pressing A, and as we're pressing it, I've still got that super. I see power popping. I'm ready to make a play. Unfortunately, I'm just not a very strong super user. I ended up popping right in front of this guy, and luckily for me, he doesn't end up taking me out. I move to the left, I net 1 kill, want to see if I can grab 1 more. I hop out here, but my super expires. He's got Warded On with the power inside. I fake moving back to the A Hall, so he'll think I go that way instead of Oculus. It gets him moving in that direction, gives me an opportunity to breathe. I end up getting hung off on that corner, but never mind that. I've got some orbs on B, and I'm ready to grab them. B is so pivotal to hold on to, I'm willing to die for it as I hear this Titan crack off with his hammers. We secure it just in time. I'm able to hop out of there, dodge, break lines of sight, hop, juke, dodge, remain aware of the radar, the whole 9 yards, whatever it takes to secure the capture point and stay alive. So we're moving back out. I see your teammates on C. I see a buddy to my left. I think we might be able to maintain some presence. I predicted incorrectly. He's got a shotgun. I've got a Mida. It's a win-win situation for him all day long. We're tied up on the score. It's 74-73 with the zone control in their favor. We've got some buddies on A. They're working on taking that, and the B power is popping off. So I'm moving with this guy. We're going to move to this hall. We're successful in capturing it. We're going to see what we see down this lane. I see him going off. I got the grenade charge. Decide to toss it, hoping that there might be a few enemies and I can get some burn on them. Unfortunately, it's a whiff. It touches no one. So I'm coming back over on this way. There's plenty of red, and I'm just not ready to push aggressively on it. I move it a little bit inwards, but the red encroaches suddenly, so I go ahead and take a few steps back, moving back to A, just trying to figure out where the best move to play is. And as I see the guys coming up on the back end, I decide to follow them. We're making a push. Power's popping, and I got some buddies over there, so I know that they're going to grab it themselves. I throw the throwing knife, and luckily enough, actually secure the kill on the Warlock with the throwing knife and the Hunter that had strafed out a little bit too far. We've got some more guys coming in, so I'm able to challenge him, but once he drops my health faster than I can drop his, decide it's not something I want to stand up against. I fall back with the red, trying to see the best time to re-engage. I see the fusion, I see the buddies, there's plenty of action right there. I just fall back and get a better position. There's someone behind me with the hero's burden out. I end up cleared up. I find that the 900 SMGs, or just SMGs in general, do so well when you give them burst fires when they're outside of optimal range. So right here I am, getting the peek on A, another Arc Strider going off. And once more, I decide to engage, though this time I do have a few more buddies. I see that they are team firing, but once the Dawn Blade goes off, it's just too much for me. I'm working to get out of there. The Midas in hand to give me that speed boost. I'm hopping. I'm trying to stay out of the range of this shotgun right behind me, but end up clipping that corner. It doesn't allow me to move fast enough. He's able to take me down. They are up by over 10 points, and I'm starting to feel like this could be a loss. It's disappointing to see him go like this. So frequently, you'll be able to hold your own for the majority of a match. Right at the very end, a well-played team is able to overcome. So here we are, lots of red on B. I move to it. It's not something I'm going to win on my own. So I fall back with the grenades in hand. I can hold them off with a little burn. I end up touching a few. I come over this way, pull out the hero's burden when I see some close range enemies, and that is a accidental knife. I got a little bit too overzealous in my aiming, and unintentionally click the control stick. But hey, I'll take it. It happens on occasion, and when it works out to my favor, I won't complain. We're moving up the scoreboard, moving towards the power play. I see this incoming red, so I pop the golden gun defensively. I wanted them to hear the audio cue, that way they don't approach us. I'm able to move forward after our buddies can make the power play happen. Secure 2 kills on my end. We had a storm caller. We've got the sentinel going off. Houdat's got the worm husk for the health regen, but I'm still able to take him down. We're 118, we're 111. We got a strong position now, and I'm thinking we can do the trick, especially with 10 up. But I realize that this team is talented. They're already capping C. They move well as a team. They peek shot well, and they know how to engage. I'm trying to get a good position. Houdat's already on me. He's got the pulse rifle. I'm able to dodge out of there and stay alive. I'm watching the score climb, and I'm watching us stay stagnant. I'm getting a little concerned because I've seen this happen too many times. Nevertheless, we're there on A. I move toward. I start engaging him, toss the throwing knife on the wall just to minimize that regen. Hurdo Burden's in hand, see the shotgun run into me. It's an even trade, 122, 120, it's so close. They climb point by point, they're on B, they're capping it. Our buddy just died back there, and it is a close game. As I'm spawning right here, I realize there's little I can do until I see this control point. It wasn't much, but standing at the control point with my buddy there was enough to do it. It brought us up to the 125, the slim win that we were looking for. May not be the most prestigious of victories, but it certainly was earned, if not deserved. As the stat board comes up, I'm offering up GGs through the comps for anyone that may be in the team chat. I checked the stats of all the opponents in this match after it was concluded, and I was not surprised to find that there were many good players in here. Across both teams, strong Guardians were present, and because of it, we got ourselves a strong, powerful, intense, dynamic match. I was pleased to play it, and the 6v6 works so well on a spacious map like this. Bungie's been bringing it to us on an occasional basis, and soon enough, it'll be here full time. We'll hear from you again soon, Guardians. Thank you. Bye.